And this was in the startup industry. And it was a fintech company. And I started there as just a junior HR people person. So I had to do the contracts and the payroll and everything.
Yep.
But the thing is, it was a startup culture. And for the very first time, everything that was always too much about me was all of a sudden more than enough and actually very welcomed as well.
You found your environment.
I find my environment.
Yay.
And before I knew it, I constantly were busy with sick leave management. And somehow I just kept on circling back to this sick leave management, which brought me actually to the event of today. So like I said, when you look back in your rear mirror, I pushed, I forced, I told myself I wasn't good enough and I needed to do more. I studied law because I thought that was the only path to actual success. So my whole life I have been fighting against myself in a sense to get a certain outcome, only to land exactly where I am today.
Great.
Because I see all these little events and notes happening that constantly led me back to this sick leave management.
What are you building right now?
So what I'm actually building right now is an AI platform that gives people their humanity back. And that sounds extremely wide, but what it does is that we live in a time and era where everything has to go faster and more sufficient and efficient. But when was the last time that someone actually reached out to you and said, hey, how are you doing actually? Because in our hang on efficiency and in our hunger to always be better, we forgot a very pivotal thing. And that is the only thing that we all want to be is seen. And we forgot that. And in something such as crucial as sick leave management, where people run against a wall, where they are, for example, burnout or with other illnesses, and they just cannot move on in life, the only thing that those people need is to be seen. But we are so hung up on legal processes, on costs management, on risk calculation, that we start building systems around that instead of freeing up actual space for an HR manager to say, hey, but how are you doing?
The companies feels like something like very abstract entities, and we forget that the individuals makes it valuable, the happy people inside of the company.
Yes.